a list of opposites. As a body worker, you're definitely going to want to make a list of opposites. It will come in handy in more ways than you can imagine. I'm going to show you a quick version. So I'm going to start with positive and negative. And the reason is because all of life is based on polarity. All of life is based on the union of two opposites. So this is a good start. Healing traditions call these different things. Possibly the most common one you've heard is yin and yang. I want to be clear that negative does not mean bad, as though you had a negative attitude. It just means like a battery, one side does one thing and one side does the other. What each side does we'll describe here. So another way to look at this, male, female. So male, female could also be mom, dad, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, boy, girl, masculine, feminine, all sorts of things like that. It doesn't have to be the one thing I write down. Right and left. Right is positive, left is negative. You might notice that right is on the left side, left is on the right side. That's because I use this as a mirror image. Another thing I use is opening and closing. Relaxation versus focus. Let's say outgoing versus incoming. This also is expressive versus receptive. So these are the couple of the things that we're going to look at. I'll show you the list that I use often. When I teach my class, I am always going to have my list of opposites because I'm always using it to explain something or another. Here's a handful of the ones that I use. Some of them are pretty obvious. Some of them are a little bit more esoteric, like broken and unbroken from Chinese medicine. In fact, the I Ching tells that even though they have a wealth of information, it all boils down to yin and yang, the union of two opposites. When you have a wave coming in one direction, and you have an equal and opposite wave coming in the other direction, they form what's called a standing wave, and that standing wave is what allows for all communication to happen. And communication is even as simple as looking at something. So again, all healing traditions use the union of two opposites as a major point for healing and for understanding the metaphysics of life. We are going to do the same thing here. Go ahead and take a little time, make your own opposites list, make it however you want. Look through any kind of healing traditions and see what works for you, but definitely make a list because you'll be using it.